Hello and welcome back to Off the Beaten Quest, TTRPG actual play, where the people are made up and the nerdiness doesn't matter. We're glad you're here. There's a lot of actual plays out there, so you chose this one. So be glad that you did, because we're glad that you're here. If you haven't known already, you will now. We have a Patreon. There's a bunch of different tiers with a bunch of cool stuff. And yeah, you get some cool content, cool extra content, some cool art, a lot of different things that all these people at this table will get to help create. It's pretty awesome. So you should definitely do it. And every little bit helps, so we appreciate it if you do support us. And as we get more supporters on our Patreon, we'll be giving you shout-outs in these episodes. So
anyone subscribe to the Bannerguard tier automatically gets your name dropped in our description every episode.
Yep. And we'll say it on here if it timeline works out that way, which it should. Eventually.
We will be having a bunch of backlog, but
yeah, it'll happen in the future. So we're coming at you from the past.
Future. You'll at least be in the description, and then you'll be in later episodes announced.
Yes.
Yeah. We're working out the kinks.
We are. And without further ado,
Yay.
We're going to get into tonight's episode of Off the Beaten Quest. All right. So last we left our adventurers, they agreed to, after beating Yatta, they agreed to venture out into the city to get supplies to head to Eldred's home on the eastern coast. That is where we rejoin our adventurers after a few different stops along the city. They reconvene at the Timber End Gate at the outskirts of the city. They've decided to meet each other at that part of the city. I'm going to try out a new thing. We are going to, if you forget, they have a dice that they get to use. It is a 15. They often forget it, so they forgot it last episode. So we're going to have that on the table for this episode. So there will not be a new roll until y'all remember to use it.
Can we put it in the middle of the table so I have object permanence issues.
Well, I have losing my dice trust issues. So
Okay.
Bought those on Amazon just for this. These aren't your personal
I bought them for this, which makes them mine. So
period.
Period.
Hey.
There you go.
Good for your gut. So yeah.
Because it's sourdough.
You all are meeting at the again, the Timber End Gate. How do you all rejoin each other?
Adalina, you need to open your ears a little bit. I just chased you all the way. Give me a second. All the way across the city. We need to go back for the cart. Do you have money?
How much do you do?
$5.50.
Okay. No. But we can figure it out.
I have 51 gold to chip in.
Well, let's go figure it out.
Okay, it's back this way. Fuck.
She's gonna act like she's about to take off. So she is, but she's gonna just flap her wings and go over Eldred, like, and just land in front of her, and then walk.
All right. Getting my steps.
Where did you come from? Where did you get this obscenely high quote from?
Well, this
Is he even a
stable-
real horse?
No. They are not offering actual horses, but they have the next
Yeah.
they have the next best thing. It's this magical horseshoe that can summon a spectral horse. It's not like immortal or, can't. It's still got stamina, but we can summon it whenever we want.
Do we have to feed it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Works for me.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna bring her back
Okay.
to Brecken.
Yes.
Bruh.
Bruh. To
Brennick.
the Ivory Stables for Brennick Soul.
Is that spelled S-O-U-L? Like the
S-O-L.
Soul? Okay.
Like,
Soul ring.
All right. I don't think he was referencing that.
No.
Maybe? No, that's fine.
More like sun.
Yep.
Anyways,
How long was our time away?
because of how big the city is and stuff. I mean, it would take a couple hours to get through the city. And that's being generous. Given again, this is a continent-sized bridge. It's bridging two continents,
Yeah.
so it's fairly large. I would think that there's probably some like trolleys and different things. What's the thing? The rickshaws, right? Am I saying it right?
I don't know what that is.
It's the person there's somebody who has the cart and they were running with it.
oh,
I think that's what I think it's right.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I googled it, and that's what it said.
I googled it.
So yeah,
When
so
I'm
there's
Googling
rickshaws and
it,
stuff, so
I think-
you can get across the city. The fact that you ran chasing
For an
Adalina
hour.
all the way across the city is you got some stamina in you, girl. That's for sure.
Damn right I do.
I'd
That's
say-
not what I meant.
No, I know.
I'd say if it's that much of a run, Jett probably would have tried looking for potions or healing stuff before going to the gates.
We're
Okay.
on the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
or
I
on
have-
the way.
Remember, I have the physique of an Earth Genasi, not to be.
She's built like a rock.
Damn. Oh, he's getting a resource. Everyone stall really quickly. Yeah.
If
What?
you can't find potions, maybe you can find potion ingredients.
Yeah. I was like,
Well, let's see. Do you have money to buy potions?
I have money, but I don't think it's enough to buy potions. So I was just gonna try and scope out how much they might cost, and then if I can get ingredients to possibly try and manufacture my own.
Let's see. I got some stuff in here for that.
Because I'm I don't know how much experience Jett would have specifically with making shit. She kind of lived off the streets for a hot minute, so I don't know if she would know anything about that or not.
You don't have a tea master in the party or anything.
Right.
Where are we gonna find one of those?
So fucking niche.
Well, for the sake of this, I'm gonna look into this a little bit more.
Okay.
Um,
No worries.
So the new system, getting used to it. I will say you need herbs that specialize in healing if you're going to make a health potion. An invisibility type situation would be you need liquid smoke, nightshade, and shard of glass.
Okay.
The health potion would need healing herbs. You need access to alchemy supplies for both, and be able to succeed on a check to make those.
And then would I have context to know if Adalina would have, like, alchemy supplies or no? Probably not. But I know she makes teas, so I don't know.
It's like it's pretty baseline deduction. It's probably a safe bet.
There's probably something that she has to make salves or type of decanters of things, in a sense. So...
Because I saw her whip up some tea for these guys when they were down.
Yeah. I don't know if you do have alchemy supplies or
I do.
proficiency.
I have them on me.
Okay, so yeah.
And it's in my tool list on the
So
left side.
are you looking to procure those items?
I would like to procure those items and then possibly, like, a recipe book for future different potions we could utilize.
Okay.
And I'd also like to get... I'd like to attempt to get 5 greater healing potions.
Like, buy them?
Yeah.
Five?
Yep.
How?
Okay. We'll get there. So there is... Okay, so you go to some place called the Archway Market. The Archway is a living canopy, can be stitched into the bridge's rib cage. 100 awnings overlap in layers, different colors like saffron, teal, plum, lone white. So sunlight filters through as well as stained shade that moves within the wind. The original bridge arches loom overhead, so this essentially is in the what's called the middle span. So it's like kind of in the middle part of the bridge, as far as like the city's layout is concerned. At the market perimeter, there's stone ballards are carved into like kind of stylized waves as old tradition, symbolizing goods flowing rather than being hoarded. Street lantern posts here are thicker than elsewhere, with hooks for hanging portable lamps during festivals, and you can hear the market from 2 streets away. So it's pretty loud, given that like there's a lot of like people here for this, like bargaining, laughter, different bell chimes of passing couriers, and kind of different things. In the interior of the market, there are a few different like single room but carefully kind of evolved like spaces. There is the outer ring, which is just quick goods of like bread, fruit, street snacks, cheap rope, lamp oil, things bought fast. There's a spice court, so the low stalls with waist-high counters, open jars, grind stations. There's like a lot of smells of sweet and with pepper and citrus rinds. There's the cloth quarter, where there's taller booths with hanging bolts like curtains, making like kind of like lanes. Feel like walking through a shifting tapestries. There's the trinket ring, a metalwork, glass charms, bright, reflective, and loud. There's the inkfold spur, a quieter branch where stationers, scribes, and bookbinders kind of operate. And there's the drain line. The drain line is underfoot, a subtle groove network kind of runs between the stones, channeling spilled water. So it's like this almost like drainage thing that's kind of in the floors as you're walking. Keeps it from becoming like a mud swamp, even like with how busy it gets. So there's different folks as you go around. There's a few key people that kind of you could see kind of like perusing through different shops and as the kind of like owners and stuff like that. But you go to a shop that specializes in like kind of herbs, plants, things like that, kind of horticulture. And you are able to find nightshade. Mm-hmm. I'll say mark off like 2 silver, given like a little bit that you would need. And given that there is like a craftsman place, you are able to find like you're able to barter with the person owning the shop to get like a shard of glass as like just scraps or remnants, because you only need like you don't need anything specific. You're just looking for just a piece. The liquid smoke you would have to kind of find at the spice court. It's something more that's like used for like cooking and things like that, as far as like kind of smoked meats and things that would kind of be a part of the culinary aspect. You procure that. I'll say mark off probably 2 silver again. It's inexpensive, but a little bit more kind of higher valued given its culinary properties.
Sorry, yeah, I said how many?
2.
2.
2 silver.
I have to convert. Here we go.
And then as you, there is amidst the kind of craftsman-y side of things there is an alchemy kind of shop. It's a smaller booth, kind of more similar to the, kind of like almost like a pop-up shop. So this is something that like it's almost like a traveling kind of alchemist or things like that. They're working out of like a cart that's kind of been converted into like a stall. So it is a goat folk that is there. He's got like gray fur.
I love him.
And he has kind of like horns. It's almost like a mountain goat where they kind of curve a little bit. He's wearing he has a monocle, so it's not like spectacled monocles, but it has like kind of like it's like one of those like jewelers thing, but it's just, you can kind of see different stuff. There's like a gray stripe that kind of goes up the middle of his brow.
Is his name Billy?
No. There's like kind of like on the tips of his horns, there's like the captain brass, so they're almost like kind of like fancy. You approach this little stall and he kind of like recognizes, says, "Hello, traveler. It seems that you have caught the eye of my potions. Is there anything that I can procure for you?"
Yes. And she's still in her tabaxi form. Yes, I was actually going to be traveling with a group of mine. We're going to start trying some restoration efforts throughout, given all of the carnage that's gone through. And I would absolutely love some assurance. I would love if you could give me perhaps a discount on your potions in order to help us. And I would like to cast suggestion, please.
Okay.
I should have said how much.
What's the saving throw?
It is, it's a 14, but I would like to use my Vocalist Arcanist feat to make a charisma performance check. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level, and it's a 2nd level spell, so I need to roll a 12.
Okay.
Fuck, I didn't roll a 12. I rolled an 8. Because it says on a success, your proficiency bonus is doubled for the spell save. So. And I can't. Yeah, it says when you cast a spell, so I can only use that once. So
Okay.
the DC will be 14. It's a. It's a wisdom 14. That's why I said I wanted to try and go a lot.
That makes sense.
Unfortunately, my DC is a little low right now, but we're also level 3, so it's okay.
We're only level 3.
We're only level 3.
We're only level 3.
Oh my gosh, that.
Level 3 we are only.
Only level 3.
You said wisdom.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a 13 plus 2.
Fuck! Do I have anything I can undo?
Do I have will or woe? Will or woe?
Can I
Do
use
whales?
the 15 for my...
Yes.
But which way does the meet to pizza go?
Wait, no, for my performance check. Because then it would be plus 2 to the DC, would make it a 15 DC. It would make it a 16 DC for him.
Yeah, but that's going like...
Do we treat this like the use of inspiration though? Of like you have to know how it, or you don't
don't know.
get to know.
I will say it'll be something situational to that of luck,
Okay,
where you have to know
that's fair.
the stakes before you know the results.
I forgot
Yeah.
we had a 15.
So,
Yeah.
It's right in front of my face.
so since you knew the
surprised.
stakes, but then knew
Yeah.
the outcome prior,
Yeah.
That's fair,
so
that's
yeah,
fair.
we cannot
Yeah.
retrograde that at this time.
I don't think
Sorry.
I can do anything. Sorry.
But no, it's fair. I mean, it keeps it balanced without it being something where...
I don't think I
Whose
can do
side are you
anything,
on?
but I'm checking just in case.
my side of the table.
I'm on that side unless I'm grumpy, and then I'm on this side.
No, I can't give them like a bardic to subtract. Okay, yeah. All right, well, it didn't work. I tried.
You tried.
Yeah.
So your offer was
A discount.
a discount.
Yeah.
I will allow for you to roll for persuasion,
persuasion, yeah.
without using you. I'm going to make a perception. I'll do a perception with a 19. So,
In my
Do you know
Is
that
it
she cast a
deception or
spell on you?
persuasion?
I'm doing perception because I need to see if you.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you cast a spell on me.
Oh, okay. So
Your persuasion is to essentially using your charisma to talk your way into distracting me to not know that that's what you just did or tried to do, if that makes sense.
So deception.
Does deception work off of charisma?
Yeah.
Then do that.
Okay. Okay. I got a 19.
Okay. So what is your the base intelligence for NPCs is pretty generic.
I think it's just flat 10s is what they'd sit at.
Yeah, and what's your intelligence?
+1.
So yours is
So
a 12.
12.
Okay.
Yes.
So yours would win
Oh, God.
because your intelligence is higher given the stats. So it's
Okay.
like beats it rules with like initiative and things like that. Like whoever has the higher dex, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So he says, a discount. Well, what kind of discount?
Well, unfortunately, my home took a bit of a beating in the destruction, so I don't have many funds to offer right now.
What do you have to offer?
I don't have much. I could offer some services. Were you affected by anything specific? I could try hunting that down for you.
Not necessarily. I was, my home is, and he kind of gestures, and the cart's larger, so it looks like kind of like a traveling cart, so you can see that, like, he potentially would, like, live or work out of it. I was not affected that much, as, you know, I'm able to move as I need to be. Stay out of harm's way. And he notices your violin. I could be persuaded if you were to attract more patrons, if your performance would bring in
Certainly.
valued customers. I could be persuaded to see what results of it and potentially give you a discount then, you know, if you were to be helping me.
I can certainly put on a show for you.
Okay. So I'm going to have you make a series of performance rolls.
Woohoo.
Do you like how I just am blandly lying to this man?
Yes. My home got destroyed.
Such a cute NPC, and you're just exploiting this man.
Welcome to Jett.
Goat guy.
Hi.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for performance and tell me how you are attracting customers in this way.
That's a natural 20. I feel like I am going all the flair possible. Like I'm doing little spins. I'm doing extreme, like overzealous, like exaggerated gestures whenever I fiddle on things like that. And
Nat 20 is crazy.
I know, I'm like trying to see like how do I amp this up with a nat 20? I'm like, how do I make it look like great? I feel like she is almost, because she's in a like kind of like a tabaxi form right now. Maybe she's like springing around, like hopping like an agile cat around to like make
Okay.
it more enticing.
She
Okay.
like fluffing her fur at all to make her look more like luxurious than
Sure,
she
yeah.
is. Yeah,
Okay.
little princess donut action.
Okay. So with the nat 20, I rolled a D100, and you brought in 96 gold worth of business.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I'm going to continue this process
Okay.
to see if depending on the math, if you are able to get close to
Yeah.
the 500 that it would be.
This is my shit.
This is you.
Okay, let's go me another performance roll.
That one's not as good. That is only a 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
So I am going to roll for this one. I'm going to roll a d12. So you brought in 4 gold.
Okay.
So it was a big uptick, and then it slowed down as like kind of the waves.
I
of
lost
kind
some
of
stamina.
patrons. Yeah, you got a little tired.
I already performed before this, and I'm like, all right, a second one, let's go.
Okay. Go ahead and give me one more.
I'd be exhausted.
Okay, yeah, the cat ears are up that way. Okay. That's a 14.
14. Okay. Brought in 68 more gold.
Ooh,
Okay.
damn. Okay.
72 plus 96 is
162.
168.
Yeah.
Give me one more.
160. Oh, okay. I thought you said the other one was the last one. I'll roll again.
Oh, God.
17.
17.
Can I also do... I don't know if this would help me or not, but could I count this as a song of rest as I perform? If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain... If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points. Like, it doesn't, like, apply to, like... But, like, flavor-wise, like, maybe that might make people feel more rejuvenated.
feel good.
I don't know.
Let's flavor that this way.
Okay.
Where you're doing this and the patrons that are perusing the shop, it's considering that they like are enjoying the performance. They're considered, they're not like angry or hostile towards you, so they would be considered friendly in that aspect. They are feeling rejuvenated. They are potentially sampling different things, and they're feeling this effect almost instantly, kind of almost giving the illusion that these potions are taking effect fast or heartily.
Like when they play music in stores to make you feel certain emotions.
Or pumping the scent of cookies into Disneyland to make you like, yeah.
I just feel that way shopping.
Okay, so you brought in 68 more gold and then another 85 gold.
Whoa.
He's like ripping through a lot of his inventory. I'm going to have you make one more.
Okay.
Final one.
14.
14. Okay.
She doesn't have her pretty little ribbons right now in her kimono because she's in a different form.
But she's a cute snow leopard girl.
Yes.
Okay. So you, at first you brought in 23, so you kind of slowed down a little bit. But since this other spell is active for what, like an hour?
Song of Rest, yeah, it's for like the length of like a short rest, basically.
So a couple hours, right?
Like an hour, yeah.
Yeah. So then after that, the word started spreading through the market. So as people started to kind of come back around and kind of check out this performance, you brought in another 92 gold to this gentleman. So he was able to, and he says,
To be fair, he's selling pretty expensive wares.
so he, as your performance kind of winds down, he kind of gathers your attention, and he says, "Well, I am thoroughly impressed. I've didn't think that I would run through most of my inventory in a single day, let alone a couple of hours.
It's my pleasure.
I have nothing for you.
Yeah, I sold out of everything.
Sold out of everything.
You've brought in enough profit for me to cover the cost of your potions. However, I only have enough. As you've only brought in enough for it to cover 4. I can give you 4
Right.
of these, the greater healing potions. Hopefully that should suffice, and I do appreciate your assistance.
I very much appreciate it.
And he says, hands you the potions, and he says, and he gives you his business card. And he says, if you ever need anything in the future or want to make any more deals, feel free to reach out.
What was the name?
The name of this his name was Jex Merrill. Jex.
Nice.
Marril. Jax Merrill. He says, on this, again, obviously not to be. He gives you the business card, and the business card is, I had these specially made. They are infused with pieces of, as I break off horns every once in a while as they change and get stronger. I had some of those filed down into a powder and included into the making of the paper for this business card. So this counts as a piece of, like a piece of myself, or like a personage. In turn, he's kind of explaining it
For
that
components.
It's the
Like
scrying or sending,
like
essentially,
that.
where
Yeah.
you need something like of a person to kind of make the percentages better to contact. That's the kind of whole point. So if you ever need to reach
cool.
out, that is a way for you to do that easier. I figured it gets me to be able to travel the world and, bring my business to folks kind of all over the continents. So it's been a pleasure.
Do you have more of these? Perhaps I could spread them out for you as well.
He gives you about, so he gives you like 3.
Okay.
So he gives you the 1, and then he gives you like 2 more.
I will make sure to let others know of your business, and these will definitely serve me well. Thank you.
Okay. So he kind of nods, and he kind of essentially goes to kind of like cleaning up, because he's pretty much like kind of starting to pack it in because he sold through most of his stuff. The rest of the market seems to get busier as it kind of gets closer towards kind of the afternoon. It's been like kind of like early afternoon, so it's been because it's been a few hours since you guys like woke up and kind of went through. Tomoe, what is it that you've been doing or doing?
Well, I was helping people get.
Mm-hmm. So Jett, you didn't go back to the gate. So you essentially, this was what you did before you went to meet them at the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would finish with that, and you and Tomoe would kind of reconvene at the gate. Eldred and Adalina are not there at this time. The two of you have returned to the Ivory Stable. I believe that's what it's called. The Ivory Stables, yep. And you see Brannick attending to the animals there. Some more, still kind of cleaning up some things. She's like sweeping up the kind of like path in the midst now, or in the middle kind of aisle of all of everything. She goes, "Oh, I didn't think you would have. It's been a minute, so I wasn't sure if you were actually coming back."
Yes, I had to run to the other side of the city to get my friend here.
I was only at the bank.
She's our financial provider for the moment.
Am I?
For the moment.
Well,
What?
so I'm trying to think what I'm going to call this. For the spiritual stallion, as well as a cart that could. What size cart are you needing exactly?
Large enough to sit maybe 2 people in the front and 2 people in the back with a little space for some bags, supplies.
Okay. For a 4-person cart, that would probably be, given the spiritual stallion, I'll say that in total it comes to about 450, 500, given that the cart itself has been retacked. There's new wheels and stuff on it, so it's a bit more sturdy and it'll last quite a while longer before breaking any axles or spokes. So it's quite nice. They've actually been made with a special alloy that is going to kind of.
Does that come with a warranty?
Limited.
I can assure you that these are quite stable.
Somewhere across the city, I hear my friend laughing.
Yeah.
But if something were to happen,
I mean, I would gladly help kind of fix and kind of help maintenance things if you were to return and offer
thank you. We'll take it.
Kind
Free.
of a discount would you
unlimited
give?
oil changes for 6 months. No.
What
Oh my
kind
god!
What kind of a discount would you give a party that's going to handle the situation that was thrust upon the city last night?
Make a persuasion check.
I don't trust any of you.
Talk nice to it right now.
Dirty 20.
Wow.
Okay. Says, well,
Could you maybe go like 375?
given the nature of the cart itself, and that I did put some money into it, I could probably go as low as 4.
Okay.
Okay. So
And then she doesn't pay 400 gold. She slides 40 platinum across the table.
okay.
That's all she
Yeah,
had.
yeah,
She doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
gold. She just has platinum.
And she says, so she says, I'll be sure to get everything ready and bring it around for you, so that way you can take it on through the city. And so she kind of gestures for you to kind of wait, kind of closer towards the entrance. There's towards the entrance of where the ivory stable is. There's a larger gate that's kind of that kind of leads the animals out of the back and stuff. She essentially, you hear the kind of clang of the horseshoe on the ground as the kind of almost echoey-esque neighs of the horse, and the she brings after a few more minutes, the cart kind of comes out through the door, and she had put a nice, essentially it's very much like a covered wagon. So imagine a covered wagon, but with a wooden door on the back that kind of seals it in, a very heavy, thick leather kind of covering, so that it doesn't it's not like canvas or anything where water would kind of seep into it pretty heavily. There's that. So heavy leather over the back with like a door with some steps that kind of come down the back of the cart. And on the front is there's a seat for somebody to steer if they needed to, or kind of guide. There's a small there's almost 2 hooks near the front seat, where you could attach the reins if you essentially needed to go straight. You could kind of have it go kind of on, I guess that's the version of cruise control, where you can kind of have it just go straight and and then there is this kind of awning that kind of can be kind of a collapsed back, but it can be set out over the front. So this is very very cozy-esque, weatherproof kind of cart. So she brings that around, and you can see the kind of more heavier wood and things like that goes into it, which gives it kind of the connotation of why it's probably as expensive as it is. It's not
It's not
being
royalty.
not a Mercedes-esque cart, but big, nice enough.
It's a Kia Telluride.
I almost said Nissan Rose. Yeah.
So she kind of hands the the kind of the reins as she's been kind of like guiding the spiritual stallion over, and says, "Here, I wish you safe travels and the best of luck."
Does he have a name?
No, not necessarily. We have not
Sven.
given Sven. Okay.
Is that like a name for a reindeer?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's thought it was a nice name.
She looks so defeated.
Yeah, I mean, we can call him something else.
I'll meet you at the gate. And she's gonna-
Come on, Sven. Get on the cart.
Okay, so you fly off,
Mhm.
and so you get on the cart and head back towards the gate, having a much easier time getting across the city.
What's your fly speed? Is it the same as your...
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. You just don't have to dodge and weave everyone.
Yeah.
So some time passes as you kind of make your way across the city, and all of you kind of reconverge at this gate. It's now kind of mid-afternoon to like early evening. As
When I flew off, I was gonna do the thing that I said.
on your way to the gate, what is it that you would like to do?
So Adalina is heavily tied into like the local schools.
Okay.
And she tutors kids that are like underserved. So she's gonna go to that school and she's going to give a 60 platinum donation to the school, with the written instruction that it's to be given to the students that were the most impacted by the everything that's like happened. And she's gonna tell whoever the dean or whatever of the school is, that if this the schools or kids need anything, how to find her and reach out to her. And then she's just gonna fly off and go to the gate.
Okay. So the head of the school's cries when you give the money.
That's
to
so much money.
That is
So I
so much
only
money.
kept 100 of the original gold
Yeah.
Jeez.
that I pulled.
How much is school funding good around here
Probably.
in Aarencia or nah?
It's probably in
Hashizoku would, depending on the district.
I think there's private schools.
Yeah,
and then
different
there's public
parts of the-
schools. And
yeah.
she works she went to private school and then went homeschooled, but she works with the private school or the public school kids because they're the ones that came in.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw them, they would come in for the books, and instead of buying them, they would sit by the fire and read them and study from them, and then put them back and then go home.
Oh,
So she was
Yeah.
I'll just tutor them.
I love it.
So can I just convert the 10 platinum to gold?
Sure.
Thanks. It's be a way easier currency to deal with. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, so as you all convene at the gate.
Could I say I picked up that liquid smoke?
Well, yeah, you did that at the market. Yeah.
Okay.
You did that
We just
before
didn't
you did the
discuss
potion
a
thing.
charge or anything for it, so it was.
It was the 2 silver.
Oh,
It was 2 and
okay.
2.
Gotcha.
So as you kind of reach the Timberenn gate, the two of you, I think, would have gotten there first, and you would have seen Eldred kind of coming up on this cart as kind of Adalina kind of flies down to kind of meet you all there, and so you are all met at the gate.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Do we have transport?
What is
The
she
cart-
sitting on?
I was saying,
Sorry, I didn't know if you were sitting directly on its side.
cart. I have a
she
horse.
just drove up in
Okay.
the cart.
Okay. And the horse is present.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it? Blue?
It's like a
Green.
green spectral horse.
Like a green, translucent.
Where the hell did you find this?
construct horse?
horse.
It's a horse, of
I
course.
guess she has her
I'm
connections.
not showing you physically because I have been all over this damn city all day, and I'm ready to just sit back,
Okay.
hold the reins, and get on the road.
Oh, you're driving? Okay.
We're going to my home. Are we not?
All right.
I mean, you can drive if you'd like. I
No.
can give directions. All right. Then hop on.
Also, Eldred, I want to let you know that you now owe me 505 gold.
I'll get it. At some point.
Just the tab keeps going up. Damn.
Speaking about tabs, I
Yeah.
have an idea.
Yeah.
So, the yokai aren't that known. So as we defeat them,
Mm-hmm.
if we took note of them and then sold those notes to scholars,
Or you could just give them to me.
and what, you'll pay us?
No.
Exactly.
But she's
learn all about them, though.
she's trying to. Well, we can. If you really want, we can make double notes, and we can give some to you.
You're going
and
to
some
learn about them.
huge. Just like,
We could do them in duplicate.
We'll each write down the notes.
I'm
and
not
then
writing
we'll
any
sell
notes.
Okay, I will write down 2
Thanks.
sets of notes. Thanks a lot, Adalina.
Great.
do you have good handwriting? Or should I just do it? I
Can we
read my
discuss this while we're on the road?
I thought we were. Like above table, I thought we were on
no,
the road.
I
Oh, I don't know.
don't think so. I don't think
Oh.
that was established of like, hey, let's go.
You can hop on.
Nope,
Yeah.
it was just an
Yeah.
idea.
Okay. So you all get in the caravan, and you make your way through. There is the gates that kind of like get into the city, so you kind of have to pass by some of the guards, and given Adalina's kind of like familiarity with the guards and then the city itself, you're able to kind of get through with an ease of passage. The road itself, as you kind of head out into the rest of what is Hane, the path that leads out of Hashizoku kind of opens up and heads into the jungle. That is kind of like this like massive thicket of trees and forest that kind of goes around the it kind of is like the kind of pass through the. Let me put on some ambiance.
Jett would have, once they were past the guard, swapped back to her fox mask into her regular form.
So, what's the deal with the horse? Do we have to rest with it? Can it keep going forever? What's the...
No, just the same stamina as a regular horse. He'll have to rest every now and then, and he can't just keep going forever. But we don't need to feed him, as far as I know, and
Okay.
you can quite literally put him in your pocket.
With what?
The horseshoe.
Oh.
Yes. Does Sven like come out of the horseshoe and like the horseshoe is on him, or is it like
I would think
can hold the
there,
horseshoe?
on the
That's
construct
cute.
itself, there's one solid horseshoe, which is the horseshoe that it is like that he comes out of, and then it would go back into it, like
That's so
to be
weird.
taken apart.
Sven.
That's just what I'm calling him.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are off into the jungle, heading through. I'm gonna have you guys make some watch checks as we travel through.
These are straight rolls, right?
Perception.
They're perception rolls.
But, which I'm not.
I'm not gonna-
honest perception.
Natural 20 plus 4.
Dang.
Nice.
9.
It's sunset, so Adalina's on high alert.
6.
21.
Did you get 9?
Yeah.
That's 6. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So you there's not really any issues. This is very like a well-kept path kind of leading out of Hashizoku. As you guys gonna go for a couple of hours. Is there anything that you guys talk to each other about, do on the wagon? This is kind of the more interior of this wagon. It's not like just like seats. There's like, it's kind of like this, like, you know, like carrot covered wagon openness. There may be some like kind of like cushions or things to sit on, to be able to sleep, you know, potentially as like makeshift beds, if like whatever. But so there's kind of like space for you to kind of like talk or
Is the main privacy on the front
There's-
of where the driver is?
there's kind of like this like little backing that can kind of be stepped around or like folded down to get like to kind of switch drivers, whatever, in mid motion if you needed to.
I'm gonna go to one corner and like start setting up like a almost like a blanket like in the corner. Like this is my own. It's like this is my corner.
Okay.
Don't
Are you
cross
still
the
driving
sheet.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
far as I
Tomoe's
know.
going to try to talk to Eldred.
Okay.
I'll stay out, but I've claimed the corner. Like, I'm still open
This
to
is my nest.
being here.
So you kind of go up and kind of sit near the front seat.
So about the barrel.
About the barrel.
It was kill or be killed. And honestly, I could have just I didn't know my own strength, and
You don't have to explain something like
I mean,
that
I
to
do
me.
have to explain something like that because I've tried very hard not to do that since, well, you already know. And honestly, I'm so fucking stressed out because did I kill the only people that knew anything about the yokai?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Listen, I understand about the whole kill or be killed thing. The thing is that he wasn't supposed to die. And you'll make up for it. And you kind of
I'm not
have.
about atoning for... I'm not about atoning for deaths.
What does that
Well,
mean?
you- Shut up, Jett.
Whoa,
Alright.
whoa.
I'm just asking. I was like, you said he wasn't supposed to die.
According to my gods, he wasn't supposed to die. But that doesn't mean that it was wrong. It just means that it needs to be balanced out.
Tomoe in a more hushed voice.
Listen,
Fuck, they're eavesdropping.
Tomoe, look at me. It was. You saved my life. Which I don't entirely understand, but I'm grateful for.
I don't understand it either. But I did it. And honestly, Eldred, I will help you with whatever you need. But as soon as it comes in trouble of stopping me from what I need to do to atone for myself, or if it hinders my mission and what I have set out for myself, then I will run from you.
And I will follow.
No,
Yes.
no.
I made a sacred vow, Tomoe. I have to make sure that you atone.
Can't you just follow Adalina around?
Well, I also
done
have
so
to make
much
sure
more.
she atones too, but
She's done so much more.
I didn't make a sacred vow for Adalina. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Not yet. Just if you truly are a pacifist, if you truly have stopped, then there's no problem. I'm sorry for stabbing you.
Thanks. It was a lucky shot.
No,
Yeah, I was blinded by a sheet
I had you in a pretty damn good chokehold.
because I couldn't see or breathe from the sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, I want to push you off this cart so bad, but I won't because you're the only one that knows where we're going.
And did we establish if the other two hear any of this conversation?
She whispered some of it, but I guess Jett heard.
I guess Jett
I
overheard
didn't think
some
it
of
was like too big.
It's not. It's probably. Okay,
the size of this
let's
room?
think about the length of this table.
Yeah.
is probably the cart.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
So
size
probably
wise.
like up there.
Okay.
If not, like the edges of the cart would be the backs of your chairs. So
Okay.
like that width wise,
And,
then
like,
this desk and stuff like where I'm sitting would be like the.
Jett said something out of pocket, so Adalina responded, but like she's reading, so she's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jett was unnecessarily rude.
Wait, what did I say?
You said something to Eldred that was like, whoa.
I just asked why he was. What do you mean by that?
And
I was
I told her,
curious.
shut up.
yeah,
that's
He was
true.
like, I've heard enough.
Shut up out of you.
Jett actually being just genuinely curious. This time, Eldred, who's heard all of the bullshit, she's like, not again. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Okay, so the two of you had that conversation in the front of the cart while Adalina reads and Jett eavesdropped for a moment, but what else did you do? What did you do in the meantime?
Honestly, I feel like I was just kind of fucking eavesdropping, just like listening. But then you guys started whispering, so then I was like, yeah, you probably can't hear me anyway. I'm just sitting like right outside where my little blanket is, just like chilling.
In your spot.
In my spot.
In your spot. Okay. All right. I will. As it gets kind of closer into it's kind of getting into the night hours. You guys have been kind of traveling probably for, I would say, about 4 or 5 hours. So it's about the halfway mark as far as the horse's stamina. As it gets into the evening, now that it kind of being like 8 or 9, kind of on this pass, you have 2 options. You can either kind of rest, like park the cart, rest, have the horse kind of dissipate for now, and then reset its stamina, or you can travel another 5 hours and then have to kind of adhere your rest to kind of a different. So, like if you guys rode on the cart for another 5 hours, for example, it would put you at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then it would need essentially like 8 hours rest to rest. Like I'm just gonna give the long rest kind of mechanic to the horse, where it needs like an 8 hours just like sleep. I don't know how much sleep horses need, to be quite honest, but
I mean, we need 8. Let's just keep it at 8.
Yeah.
Could I give the reins to Tomoe to keep going straight and then run up and scout ahead for any, like...
They're going to get off the cart and just run ahead?
Anywhere to see if there's a safe space to, like, park off and make a camp,
Don't ask the one with wings. Just run. You're running all day.
Hey, I'm faster than you.
Run.
Okay. Okay, so do you take the reins?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You hop off the cart and you run forward. Make a perception check. Investigation. I'll do investigation because you're looking around.
Oh, you want to make your perception so bad.
That's what you get.
Oh, no.
What? That's what I get. It was my idea.
Adelina's not even going to
10?
notice you're gone.
It would be a 13 if it was perception.
Use the 15.
How much session do we got left?
About 30 minutes.
Okay.
I would love that 15 right now.
Or you could save it for a watch. Depends on how
I think
much
we
you
should save it for a watch.
I mean, you could do it either way.
Because if we save it for a watch, then we might get like ambushed if we could use it for a watch.
But if
Okay.
she
You
finds a
said
good spot to hide, maybe our
it's a
watch
10 with investigation. Okay.
It's a 13 with perception.
What's your passive?
14.
14. Okay.
Did you say that you're going out to do this?
I
No.
probably told Tomoe I said,
Yeah, 'cause I
I
took
said I'd
the
be right
reins.
back.
Yeah.
Do I hear that?
It's a small cart.
Yeah, it's a small car. I would think so.
Can I give her a bardic?
Sure.
Okay. I'll give you a bardic against Rich. You can add a d6
a
to that.
D6? Period.
How do you do that, though?
It's a +1.
So it's at 11?
Oh, yeah.
Or a 14?
Well, I'm going off with your passive perception being 14
Okay.
and your investigation now being 11.
I go, don't die. And I do a little
It's like the Law and Order, like, So you scout ahead, and there is like kind of like a small clearing. This path is pretty well kept. Like I said, most of it is these are trade routes. Kind of a lot of these trade routes either lead to they lead through the Yosai Pass. So there's a lot of kind of, depending on as it gets closer to cities, it's either like they've developed it, and then there could be like rougher patches in the middle where it's kind of like not as close to a city where like supplies and stuff wouldn't get there as easy. So there is like spots that are kind of designed for like pulling off to the side, or if there's like some overgrowth, you can cut it down with some like your sword or knives or daggers. I mean, you can like cut it through it and make some spot. There's not really any marshy or mud or anything that's going to get stuck in, so you can kind of like pull off to the side and it'd be fine.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take note of it, and I'll run back, and I'll tell Tomoe about it.
Okay. and you will kind of Tomoe will drive the cart over to where that is, and you'll kind of pull off to the side, pause the stop the cart, and essentially make camp in this space.
I can take first watch if anybody wants to get some rest.
Yeah.
I have a question because I've never played it. How long is a long rest for me now?
8. Usually
8
it's
hours.
8
'cause you're-
hours.
But it's 2 hours of vibe and 6 hours of sleep.
Potentially,
Yeah.
yeah.
Potentially or yes.
It's
I
like
think so.
6 hours of like sleep, and then 2
2 hours
hours
just
of like
chill.
just like downtime where you're not doing anything significant.
So reading.
Yeah.
So she technically would have already gotten 2 of those hours.
Because the two technically. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, because that's kind of how like the watches work. Like if you have like 4 people, that 2 hours is usually like the watch part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys
Sure.
set up a fire.
Can I like climb?
Whoa.
That poor table.
I hit my arm with this.
That poor desk is getting
Um,
rocked tonight.
So yeah,
Can I climb a tree
Hell yeah.
and just to kind of get like a wider scope, wider range,
giving me flashbacks.
Yeah.
wider view of everything.
Okay.
So I can also see the road, see around, but also so that I won't be the first one seen if someone does come.
Nice.
Fair. That's fair. Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. Climb that tree,
Climb that tree. That's my acrobatics. Okay.
and then all of a sudden wolves come.
16. 16.
16. Okay. Yeah, you get up there with pretty ease. You're athletic and nimble, so you get up. How high are you going?
30 feet.
30 feet.
20
Okay.
feet.
20 feet. 20 feet.
20 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you repeated it back, it's like.
Because I originally thought 20, and then I was like, no.
It's like what, 1d6 for every 10 feet of fall damage.
Yeah.
I have featherfall.
That's true. Okay, so you're 20 feet up. You kind of get a scope of the area because you're taking first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does everybody need 8 hours? Is that like the
Yes,
group?
everybody
so.
needs 8 hours.
There's not a single person that's like
No.
4. I don't know if Genasi has a different statistic.
I don't know where that
yourself?
would be. Features?
I think yours
Um,
is 8.
Species traits?
Yeah.
Species
Yeah, I think
traits.
And if it's 8, it usually doesn't list anything extra. Like, it'll only list if it's something different.
Yeah, so it's probably 8, because I don't have anything extra on here.
Yeah, same.
We're all
Okay.
fucking losers.
Okay, so you will all need to sleep in shifts. That is very
Yeah.
true. Okay, so you're taking the first watch. Everybody else is going to sleep.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's like, I don't trust it, but I have to.
18.
18.
Nice.
Nice. It seems to be chilled. There's some caravans that like kind of drive through the night, kind of much like they're very much like merchants. It's like one of those like 2 wagon scenarios where there's a wagon and a wagon, and then it's like being pulled by a couple of horses. So they like passing through. You're over enough like onto the shoulder where it's not going to be an issue. As the night continues.
All right.
Like how he didn't decide he was going next, so you just get to choose who to wake up.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I guess at the end of my little shift, I will wake up. Jett.
Okay.
Okay.
How?
The boundaries were never set with Eldred.
Oh my god, you're so right.
That's so right. That's so right.
What? Because I have my little like blanket over.
Yeah, is it like over your body? Or oh no, it's
I
you're
like
in the cart.
pinned it up,
Okay.
like in the corner.
I guess I'll walk up and I guess like try and like figure out where your body is under and just kind of like shake you. Hey, can you take second watch?
You see like a movement behind like the rustle of like the part of the blanket, and then she pokes her head out. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to. What's your spell? Your charisma focus, right?
Yeah.
Give me a charisma check / saving throw.
Okay.
I don't think that's what that works. Yeah.
Oh. That's a 12.
So
Use the
12.
15.
Give me a perception check.
Use the 15.
I don't agree.
We all
with
have to
this.
agree. I was like, she's not going to agree with that.
16.
You feel something soft
Oh,
as you like push her to like wake her up.
chunky.
Do I?
Okay, bro.
So I just feel it.
Yeah, could be like a blanket or something. You know.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so you wake up and do you take a minute?
I feel like she's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She sleeps with her mask on as well. So she's just gonna. I guess she's gonna make sure that like it's tightened around and like her gloves are on and everything.
Okay. So you come out and switch, and Eldred kind of goes either in the cart or wherever the bedrolls are set up, and you go to sleep, and you take the next watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm not great at these, but it's okay.
How many hour watches are we doing, right? 2 hours? Because like 2 hours of
Yeah.
vibing.
2 divided by 2 times 4 is 8.
Okay.
21.
Okay. It gets to get a lot quieter as it gets like kind of later into the evening. You hear the noises of just like different animals kind of rustling in the trees and things around. A soft like breeze as like some of the branches kind of wave. Feels cool given that like the atmosphere and the kind of temperature of the time of year. Which is nice because you're kind of having to stay close a little bit to the fire, kind of stay warm, but you have a nice cool breeze, so it's a nice balance. The night goes off without an issue. You don't really hear anything. There could be like a couple of like animal noises that you may like have to look at, but there's nothing really super like, oh my god. But there is no really like any passing. Like there's nobody coming through on the paths or whatever. So it's kind of pretty uneventful.
I feel like as she'd be like sitting like outside of the caravan, and could I say we have like a piece of like wood that she's whittling on as
Sure.
she works on her, so it may look like if anyone were to see that she's etching in, almost like carving into a new mask that she's trying to make.
Sure.
And while she's doing that, she's also like humming quietly to herself.
Okay.
And then she puts that away after her watch as she's like glancing up here and there to make sure. And she's going to go and wake Tomoe up.
The face. Okay.
She's rolling over in her bedroll.
She's going to nudge you with her foot. Like, not hard, but hey, wake up.
Okay, why?
It's your turn.
Okay, why?
Turn for what?
We fucking did this for we were on the road for so long. You know what I mean.
I know, but I like pissing you off too.
All right.
Well, some of the thing too is like the caravan that you guys like traveled with, like could have not made you guys take watch, given that like you were just like guests or like travelers.
This paranoid ass. I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need to, but I would anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Okay.
guys switch places.
Yes, I will do a watch.
Okay.
Any dreams?
Yes.
Good. She goes into her car and goes to bed.
Give me a perception check.
That's a natural 1. It looks
Is this
like
for
a
her
7.
watch?
Yeah.
Do we want to use a 15?
Yes.
But
She's like, I can.
I think it would be funny to see what happens with a natural 1, but
That's fair.
I'm okay with the 15.
I kind of like your reasoning.
I feel like
I'd say it's up to you. I'll
I'm
do it if you
well,
want.
I don't like the DM's eyes. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Did Adalina leave her books around? Did you leave your books around? Any book around? No. Because she could have been too distracted reading.
oh, I had an idea for that.
Oh. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Yeah.
You gonna go with the 1?
I don't know.
Fuck it, we both.
Okay, yeah, we
Okay,
ball.
okay. As you sit there around the fire,
I don't like this anymore.
you're sitting by the fire and you're kind of like looking around every once in a while, but for a moment you stare into the fire.
No.
Oh.
You are watching the logs and the embers kind of fall and cascade as the small kind of embers like float into the sky as the different wood shifts. Your mind wanders as you kind of stare off into this kind of small campfire, and the screams, falling building pieces, different kind of noises that you would have heard from your past kind of creep in, and you have this moment of... Oh, that one died. Whoops. The lamp, not
I was
in
like,
the story
what
that I'm telling.
died?
Jesus.
Tomoe
She diverted my attention.
Tomoe walking by, like, oh, that one died. Whoops.
The different... you remember something that you had either not reminisced on in a while, or would have been kind of a part of this memory, that amidst the fire and the chaos, there was a moment as the chaos was happening in the monastery that you adventured to a part of the monastery that you were never allowed to go. And you saw, for a moment, on the wall in a room that kind of had a book on a pedestal, that there on the wall, in certain kind of frames, kind of circling around this book, were different pages that looked similar to the one that you saw in the bookshop hours ago. But the pictures that were in the ink drawings were of different people. They didn't look like creatures. They didn't look like abjurations or malformed faces. And as you remember in this memory and turn to look at one of the pages on the wall, you snap out of it as Adalina puts her hand on your shoulder to relieve you from your watch.
Okay. You can go back to sleep.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, enjoy your watch. And I'm gonna go to the cart.
Okay.
And sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Aw, I killed.
Who's surprised?
That was
killed
worth
good
the natural
people.
one, guys. Congrats, we did a good job. That was really good.
Story moment.
All right, give me your perception roll.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Another one.
9.
Yay.
9. Okay. So it's now kind of creeping into the like late midnight, like kind of air, like it's like on that like brink of dawn in the midnight hours. And what are you doing? What are you doing in this moment?
Reading.
Reading? So what are you reading? What book? What's the book about? What do you think? Or are you going over your spell book?
I think she's reading probably something new that came in that's like spellcasting theory.
Okay.
Like new modern spellcasting theory. And she's looking at ways to like modify that and to fit like the way that she casts spells.
Okay.
To be more efficient in her spellcasting. Because she's a nerd.
Okay. You sit there for a moment, and as you read, you're almost like kind of, you have the book in your hand. You're kind of like fiddling your hand because it kind of goes over some somatic or the hand motion components of certain spells. And you hear for a moment.
She'll look over. Okay, she's not going to look over her shoulder. Actually, she is. She's an owlin. She is.
Yeah.
180.
Yeah.
Head completely around.
There's nothing. You just see like dark, wooded. The light of the campfire is kind of like casting that thing where like you kind of can't see into the dark because of the light kind of source that's near you.
She's going to fly up and sit high up in a tree.
Okay. Where's your spell book in this moment?
It's probably on her.
Okay. So you fly up into the air.
She's kind of hoping to catch dawn.
To kind of see like the sunrise, look around. You feel. Give me an Arcana check.
15 plus 7.
So 22. You feel this, like almost like pulse of arcane energy. There is almost as if like wind had hit the tree, but nothing's moving. Mm-hmm. You feel almost like this pressure, and you see slowly kind of coming up in the distance, like some light kind of generating as like the sun would be rising. Mm-hmm. You hear once more.
Yeah?
No response.
Right.
The book that's kind of like in like this like attached thing on your hip suddenly falls out of its holster.
I said yeah. She's gonna go pick it up.
Try to catch it, yeah.
And, like dust it off.
Yeah. When it hits the ground and you kind of dust it off, you start noticing something about the cover of this book. That as you kind of brush away at it, there's almost like a layer of paint or something that you didn't really notice that was on the front before. And as you kind of brush it away, there's some like etchings and things that are kind of like almost like kind of coming visible, almost as if like there's like paint in like grooves of something, as if it was just painted over or covered. The book itself, which I don't think we've ever really described before, is this like wood covering. So this is like kind of for the rest of you as well as the folks at home. It's a wood kind of cover on the front and the back, and the spine is like kind of like this like lining or leather or binding thing that's keeping the two together. And the pages of the book itself are different parchment types, almost as if in different parchment types, sizes, lengths, almost as if somebody had
like different spells she's found along the way, but it's just the spell scrolls that she's kept and put in the grimoire. She hasn't
or pages from the spell books that she's learning from that have kind of
she's just ripped them out and put them in
to kind of make up her thing. And
why not?
And even if you were to open the book, you would look and you would see that there's no they're not just loose in there. It's almost like as it's bound. Inserted, it binds itself, like it kind of grabs it in. And the front cover, and this is just something that I would think that you would do when you think of this in like kind of like a fondness or kind of a moment to yourself, given everything that you've been through in the last 24 or 36 hours, is a note in the front cover. The one page that was a part of this grimoire, other than the pieces that you've kind of amalgamated, that's from your grandfather.
And I think she took the photo.
Yeah.
And she's put that with them, with the note.
And this is a note that says, "To my dearest Adalina, the beauty as striking as a sunset." And it's like signed by your grandfather. The book itself feels heavier than usual in your hand. Just could be an emotional kind of construct in your in your mind as you're holding it. As the kind of sun kind of reaches up into the sky, and the darkness that is in the jungle begins to illuminate, and the rest of your comrades slowly stir.
Before they wake up, when she's kind of having that moment, she always has the cat construct. She's kind of having that moment. I think he like comes up her shoulder, and like it's just like super close, but like there. She like takes mental note that comfort in her paper.
ESA paper.
ESA paper.
And as the rest of the adventurers kind of that are with you kind of slowly begin to like wake up and kind of stir to the warmth that is kind of slowly creeping in the sun, there's a little bit of a dense fog kind of ankle high that's kind of like surrounding the area and across the road as some more caravans kind of in the distance kind of slowly like encroach, as like early morning transports and things. You all gather your belongings and put out the fire of the camp, or maybe use it to cook some breakfast first. Make
I
some
made
coffee
tea.
or tea. And
Nice, thanks.
rest for a moment before the heavy journey that lies ahead. And that's where we're going to end for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us here at Off the Beaten Quest. I know it's a little bit of a shorter episode than usual, but we have a long road ahead and lots more in store. So definitely check us out on all of our social medias and our Patreon, where there's some exclusive content behind the scenes and even some cooldowns after the episode. So, again, we thank you so much. Thank you to Fantasy Plus and Bannerguard for all the great ambiance, all the great music, and the great moments. And we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.